G'day, Dr. Phil here again. This is Loki. Say hi. No? Okay. So we were talking before about things that are good for birds to eat. Got some sunflower seeds here. Perfectly acceptable snack for them as long as you don't give them to the birds too much. But there is lots of wild plant life for them to eat, especially around Australia. And I'll show you a few of them in case you're from the United States or somewhere else and don't understand what they eat at all. This is what I showed you before. This is a Banksia oblongifolia, along with the gourds that actually harvest some bugs and insects that the birds actually like to eat as well. They love eating the plants, they love eating the shoots, they love eating the gourds, they love eating the lot and the seeds. But I thought I'd show you another plant. And just so that you know, I'm not a medical doctor, I'm actually an environmental science doctor. And my doctorate, one of my majors was actually in something called plant taxonomy. And here's one of my favorite plants, which is also a plant that is eaten by black cockatoos and also by these guys, sulfur-crested cockatoos. And here it is. This guy is called a Casuarina. Now, some of you may have heard of it, some of you may have not. You can see Loki is suddenly extraordinarily interested in the plant. This thing here, I'll show it to you. That guy there, that's a fruit. Casuarina fruit, believe it or not. There you are, Loki. Enjoy. And that's just one of the interesting things about it. Naturally, these birds love eating the Casuarina fruit. You wouldn't. Very, very woody. But have a look at this guy here. This isn't a leaf, nor is it a needle. It's not a pine, this Casuarina. Sometimes they call it a she oak. This thing is called a cladode. And it's very hard to understand. If you actually roll this thing between your fingers, you'll find that it's actually kind of ridged and rough. And those ridges are actually the leaves. If you look really close, you might just be able to see the leaves. I don't know if you can. Between every node is a leaf. You can, if you actually look at the thing head on, see if I can do that. Can't do it. Way too small. What you need to do is see a cross section. Basically what happens here is the leaves are actually long ways along the stem of the plant. And this is a tree, so it's a big long tree with a big long branch which has got these leaves going all the way along it. And they're fused in such a way that they're no longer really called leaves, they're called cladodes. The reason why I love this so much is if you actually get this into a microscope and have a look at the cross section of it, you'll find that it actually looks like a typewriter. There you go, mate. But once again, this is another plant that cockatoos love to eat. This is what it looks like in its natural habitat. I'm thinking of continuing this series. As you can see, Loki loves them. If you can get your hands on some Casuarinas, that is a real treat, quite healthy for your cockatoos. I'll find some other plants that these cockatoos actually like to eat. There's plenty just hanging outside. But until then, have a lovely day.